Unmute yourself one more time. Hi!
Ah, you,
I am so
you look.
sorry. I'm
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
That's okay. I've been waiting.
Thank you. Thank you. I have all day today. I normally have hour appointments. Today has been the day of 30 minutes, and I have 3 minutes in between. So if somebody has like an issue with their sound or
Oh,
anything like that, oh my God, it just pushes it back. And I had my last client is a wonderful person, but I was telling her to turn on her video and she just, or her sound, and she's staring at me. And I'm like, can I write, oh, the whole thing? Well, with that being said, welcome in. We got it good here. I want to tell you we
thank
have 30
you.
minutes. You're welcome. I want to tell you why, wow, you have some feelings in your house right now. Um, Interesting. So I want to tell you about, I saw on there, sorry, there's so many things going on. I saw that you want to do over career, love, and stuff like that. I kind of
Right,
want to read you. I want to feel you. Whenever we channel, what ends up happening is that we want to bring forward people or
right,
dogs or anything that passed, what will end up happening is when they show up, they give me a bunch of signs and symbols, feelings and emotions.
right.
They'll put me in different situations that maybe you've been in or they've been in. And the last one is I get words and phrases. Since we want to do career and stuff too, I kind of want to look at your chart as well because I want to
Okay.
see where you're at in alliance with that because that's really that really, I mean, you can feel where you want to go or where you need to go, but like maybe it holds some secrets in there of like maybe we need to take like, a left over here. Um, it's weird because I want you to be like the head of, and I know you don't, like the head of nursing. Like you have a vibe about you that you could tell everybody what to do and take care of everybody and spank them and send them on their way all at the same time. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want you to be. You have this intensity, but like I want you to be like the director of nursing. I guess that's what you would call it. You have that vibe about you. Um, what? What? Did you ever have a like big dogs? Did you have two big dogs at one point?
I have them now.
You oh, you have them now.
They,
Oh,
yes, I have them now.
okay. They're talking about them. They're talking about how they're like laying on the
Le-
floor, how they're moaning like how
They adopted me.
yeah.
They
Yes. Okay,
adopted
cuz
me. Their
they
owners
love
moved.
you.
Their owners moved off and left them, and so of course they came here. I fed them, and they have never left. And and then there was a stray that took up with them. Well, he adopted me too. So I
Oh my
am,
god.
yeah, I do a lot of that. If I'm
Is
the
that
one that they all come to, they've told their friends that come here, she will feed you.
no wonder
That's
you're
that.
like the director of nursing, but for animals? That's why. Oh wow. Is the one that like the other one, the third one, not the is that a smaller one?
Yes,
Is it? Okay,
yes.
cool. Yeah, they were talking about two big dogs, and they were talking about a
Mhm.
smaller one that if wanted to could get on the back of the couch. Like that would be like the size of my head.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
yeah, and they talk about how ooh, somebody had dementia. Odd. Somebody, and that doesn't make any sense. I don't think you have a
Yeah.
mother or, oh, wait, did you have somebody that had dementia?
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it dad? Do you
No,
know?
it was my
It
mother.
was mom. It was
It was my
mom.
mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this would be, and your dad is crossed over too, correct?
No.
No. Oh,
No, he is still here.
oh, okay. There is some man that is here that is like a father figure in my head, which means just like one level above you or two levels above you. So it's like if you're a daughter, boom, boom, like that. Um, but I don't necessarily see, oh my God, we're having a good time having dinner. It just feels like a father figure. And that may go along with guides. And he's the one that's talking about the dogs. He's the one that brought up the person with dementia. So I don't know if this is
That would probably be my mom's dad, because
dad.
she was the oldest.
Really?
She was the oldest,
Yeah.
and my granddaddy thought that she was a rock star.
Yeah,
Be
he
super,
loves
super,
her.
super, super proud. Yeah, super proud.
Yeah, this is a really good guy. He's talking about, he's walking back and forth behind you in my head, and he's the one that says, well, she has two big old dogs and like one small one, and I, had this woman here with dementia. Like that's how he sounds. He says that, he watches TV with you. Most you're on the phone now. You watch a lot of stuff on your phone or on your tablet or
Yeah,
whatever it is. That's a
yeah,
huge, he says, we've really taken off from being here to now I just get in her head and I watch it right here and I go,
yeah.
okay, cool. He says that, what about mom? And then we're going to, what? No, she's not. What? Weird. Everybody else feels very far apart from you. Hold on. Do you have like kids that like, yeah, are you nephew and nieces?
Mm-mm. Not by
Weird.
blood. No, not by
Not by
blood.
blood. Oh, okay. Who's the male and the female that are the younger people that come in and see you ever so often?
Oh gosh. I don't have any children,
Yeah, I
but
know. I know. That's why I'm like, yeah.
I've got my girlfriends, they all have children, grandchildren, and that's where they come in at.
Yeah, okay, because they're talking about male and females that come in and you're like, let me get you something to
Hmm.
eat, or we'll go and fix this, something like that. And I was
Right,
like, are these her kids? And they go, no, 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 no. That's why I'm like, nephew and niece? No, it's because it goes
right.
along with the girlfriends. How I would have never gotten that. That's so interesting. It's always kids, so they're whoever. This is your grandfather. He talks really, really well. What? Tell me about her. Okay. Do you fall asleep here?
Yes.
That's what he
All
says.
the time. All the
That's what
time.
he's talking about. He goes, I go, well, what are you doing here? I can hear his feet walking on like a wood floor, quote unquote, in
Right.
my head. Uh-huh. And I go, well, what are you doing? He says, well, I stay here with her. I go, why? He goes, I try to take her glasses off when she
Yeah, when she
falls
sleeps.
asleep right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, He says he watches over you. He says that, what? Whole place is haunted. Your house is not haunted. Oh, you
This
must
is
live in a really, what? What?
it's his house.
Shut up! Are you
It's his
serious?
it's his
Are you
house.
serious?
Yeah, because my mother and her
Shut up.
two of her
Keep
brothers
going.
were born in this house. And so all of my grandparents' marriage, and they were married over 50 years, was in this house, except a couple of years there on the end. My mom and two of the brothers were born in this house. So every time when they bought it in 1945, and it was a two-room shack. So
Yes.
every time they had a child, they built a room.
And it's it's
So
it's pillar and beam, right? It's up a little
yes,
bit, right?
yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Keep going.
And
Sorry.
we found when we were redoing the house, because he had had a stroke and had to go to the nursing home, and then my grandmother had cancer at the same time. Well, the house was empty, and my mom's brothers didn't want the house, and mom said, "Well, I just can't just let it go, away." So my mother wanted it, and so when I got married, they redid the house a little bit, and so me and which is now my ex-husband, moved up
Yeah.
here, and so I've been here over about 21 years, and that's why there's probably so much energy in this house, is because
Yes.
my all of our growing up, for me, all of our holidays were spent here.
Yeah.
All of everything was spent here. And so yeah, so
I've never. Oh my
that's why there's
god.
so much in and out. So my grandparents, both of their siblings, came here. Like, this was the place that everybody gathered. He had
Yes.
he had a big garden, and so her sisters would come, and even my aunts and uncles, we would all come and work the garden and can and put things up. So that's why there's all this.
It's
Yes,
crazy going on.
it's picture perfect up here. It
Yes,
is.
yes. I have never. Okay, you do realize now. Think about how weird this is. Sorry, I'm like questioning my own reality at this moment. Is what I do. I do this all the time, but this is nuts. He's talking about how he lives in this house because he still does. That's why he's walking back and forth between
Right.
here and like over there. And then he tells me that the house is haunted because it's haunted by them.
Right. It is. And so when we first moved up here, we had, I think it was like an old timey looking phone, but it was new. But it
Yeah,
looked like one of those that you crank,
yeah,
put
yeah,
on the
yeah.
put on the wall. So my ex husband was from a couple of counties up the way, and
Mm-hmm.
so every night around 11:30, this phone, which had a bell ringer on it, would
Mm-hmm.
kind of halfway ring, not a full ring. And I would
Yeah.
laugh and I would tell him, I said, because he said, "Why does it do that?" And I said, "That's my grandparents."
Yes.
And they're watching you.
Yes.
And I said,
Yes.
because they want to make sure that you know that they are here. And I just said it as a joke, but I really did believe what I was saying. And
They
so that
are.
was always the thing. And even after I had unhooked the bell, it would still ring.
Ring.
It did that for years. And I think it
That's
finally
weird.
just everything just finally just died. But I'm telling you, I knew that it was them. And so even when we were only married like about 3 years, and he has since passed away. He died maybe like 6 or 7 years ago.
And that's
And
why he's sitting on this couch. Okay, there's a gentleman. Let me just tell you. Oh, this is gonna get really weird. Oh, you're fascinating the channel. There's a gentleman that's like sitting, kind of like, look. So here's, I guess, your couch. There's a guy that's like, where are you at? How can you see me? That way, on your side. And he's sitting there, and he's like, which means either we had a lot of chest or lung problems going on, or we had a lot of pressure on here or something. I don't know. But he's talking about how y'all never got to reconcile, you and him. He like died apparently, and y'all never got to reconcile.
right,
Um, because he says I have a lot of apologizing to do. So,
yeah,
um, he broke your heart. He broke your heart. He was a mean son of a bitch. But he also says that you were unmovable, and so he what
yeah.
drinking. He needs to stop doing that shit. He says that he's up in the forest. Y'all are in rolling hills. Are y'all like Virginia, Tennessee, or West Virginia? Where y'all at?
Tennessee.
You're in Tennessee. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god. There's everything is bright green everywhere there. He said, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been. Oh my god. He says that what happened with you? Hold on. I wonder if he just died in the hospital. Like he had the
He
ex,
did.
that person. Yeah. He goes. He's like talking about something on his nose for breathing, and so that for me is hospital. He says that what? He's sorry he didn't make your dreams come true. He's
Yeah.
sorry he couldn't do it himself. He apologizes
Yeah.
on that. He sits with you. He literally is sitting with you. And your grandfather's kind of looking over it like, hmm. He says that what? Oh, are you crafty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, sorry. So he's talking about how you have little odds and ends like crafty. I mean, we don't have a
Mm-hmm.
massive craft room, but he's talking about that's craft
Right.
roomy. He says that what? What? Bait and switch. What do you mean by that? Tell me. Put on the hot water. Have you not put a new roof on?
Not since we moved here.
Move through here. Your grandfather says put a new roof on. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
because I do need one. Because I had a guy that, yeah, they blew some shingles off, and he came in to fix them, and he said, "You really need a new roof." And I said, "Well, I probably do, but
Yeah, a good $10,000 one. No, I know. Yeah, your
yeah,
grandfather's talking about that. He says that ooh, the winds can get really high there. Apparently, there's tree
yeah,
branches and shit everywhere.
yeah,
He says that what? Oh, so you have like a little bit of a sidewalk, and then it all goes on like a dirt path or something out front. You're like up on a hill. Where are you at? Are you on like five
I'm,
acres?
I'm, I am. Yeah, it's probably about 6 to 8 acres, and
Yeah.
it was all theirs, and yeah, it's the house sits up under kind of like up under the ridge, and so but like all the wind and stuff that would say destroy like a neighbor's porch, doesn't do
Yeah,
anything to my house.
because the ridge.
Yeah, because of the ridge. And see, there's a little creek that runs through my house, that runs through the yard, and the bridge that my granddaddy built is still there. And when you walk over there, and it's a good sturdy bridge. Well, anyway, there is the smokehouse that they used
Yeah.
and the outhouse, which is still it's a working outhouse. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh my God, you got to send me pictures. That's so
It is.
cool.
It's beautiful. It really is.
Oh, wow. So you still have the outline of the garden, but you don't garden there anymore.
No, no, I
Okay.
no. It's just a field now.
Yeah, okay. I go, what about the garden? How does she do it? He goes, nope, nope, that's not there. And he just talks about being like a rectangle. I go, okay. He says
Yeah.
that, tell me, what about her? What happened with you? Hold on. He says, put me in that damn hospital, but it's okay. I came home. So your grandfather died off the property, apparently, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and he says, but it's okay because I came home. He says that, what? I want you to haunt this house when you die. I will buy it from you. Let me know. I'm gonna come up there. I'll be like, "Oh, I told you. Now we're here all together. It's a whole
I'm
thing."
telling
Um,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a thing.
lot of activity.
You do. It's interesting. Are there rooms like to the right? Is there like a hallway going into like two rooms to you this way? Sorry, that way.
There is no hallway. It's just see,
Oh, it's just two rooms.
it's just rooms, and see, it's only like a two bedroom,
Oh,
one bathroom.
yeah.
It's very small. It's
Oh,
very
okay, yeah.
small.
Because I hear doors done, done like that
Well,
right here.
see,
So like two doors.
they didn't have indoor plumbing until I was in high school, which was in the late the late 80s. Like I
Wow.
graduated in 89, but I don't think they didn't have indoor plumbing until like 80, I'd say about 87 or 88. So see, I have experience with an outhouse. I do. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, and
Mm,
see, there was a community there's a well out here
yeah.
that still, if you primed it, if you poured the water and stuff in, it would still
Yeah.
work. It would still work. But that, when my mother was a child, that was the well for the community.
Really?
It really was. And see, he also, now he didn't have any formal training, but
Yeah.
he was like the community vet. So see, he took care of people's like goats
Equine.
and yeah,
Yeah.
goats, cattle, horses,
Yeah.
dogs, everything. He took care of it. He
Well,
did.
no wonder. No wonder he would mention animals first, right?
Right.
Like that's what he does. Oh my God, it's so funny. And I wonder why. I just bought a farm. I move out on the 30th. We bought acreage in Texas and like going from inner city out there. And so there's been a gentleman with me that does animals all day. And I think this is your grandfather that's trying to come through for you the entire time because he's getting excited about it. He says that, what? You don't have any chickens or anything like that. You just have dogs and cats. He says that,
Right.
what? Tell me. Apparently they used to have like a little barn. It's not there anymore.
They did. They did.
They
And then
did.
he hunted. So see, he used to squirrel hunt. And so he had
Oh,
beagles.
those are
And
delicious.
so when he had the stroke, a hunting buddy of his ended up what beagles he had left. He they this man took those dogs
Yeah.
and took care of them until they
Oh.
died. So
Oh,
yeah.
oh God. There is a woman in the kitchen um asking me if I want some coffee. But I feel like in a way like she makes it on the stove. I don't
She
know, it's a
does.
whole thing.
That's my memo. That's my memo because that's exactly what she did. Because she made it on the stove.
She makes it on the
She
stove.
makes it
Yeah.
on the stove. They never even had like they never did know how to use a coffee pot. They
No.
she made it on the stove.
I'm just look I can
Yeah.
your session's crazy. Oh my God, I love you. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah,
I
there
have been so excited about this for months. I can't remember if it was like 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year ago that I made
a
the
year, a
appointment.
year.
Yeah, I think it
A
was
year.
a
It's
year.
always Oh my God. She's in the kitchen. She
Yeah,
asked me if I wanted some coffee. And I go, what are you doing? She says, well, I'm making it on the stove.
yeah.
Like, she's in there. It's a good old spot. She says it's a great spot. Ah, you keep it up the best you can. You do a good job. You make them proud, she says. She says
Oh,
that,
good.
what? That man of yours, she says he would throw a fit. That other one, the ex, she goes, I don't like him. He's in here right now. He's like, he throws a fit. She's like, She
Hey,
says that, well, what happened? Say, lovey, put me in the tree. I have no idea what you're talking about. What? What we're all? Oh, do they have like a little? She says we're all down there at the. Are they buried all together?
let's see, my grandparents and his siblings and his parents,
Parents.
most of her siblings,
Hmm.
um, her parents, a lot of her siblings, and then
Hmm.
there are like 21 babies that were, and they both had large families. And I think it's her siblings. There were 21 babies that died, and so they're all buried together. Yeah,
She goes like this. I said, "Where are you at? What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, were you?" She just brought me back. So I go to Mississippi a lot, just because that's where my kid was at, and I like to go up in like Central and go up into like the old that used to be ghost towns, and now they're not
right.
there, and so you can see the old cemeteries with all the lines. And she says, "Oh, we're all buried together in what would be like a community cemetery. It's just
They
all
that's
there."
yeah, they are. They are.
She says,
Yeah.
"It's okay, but that's just our body." I go, "Fine." She says that what? She's funny. She says, "Oh, I watch out for her. I tell her that, she needs to eat good, but I mean, there's no real reason to talk about that. It's fine. We're gonna live our life the way we want to, and she does well herself. She's just good, having a good time." I go, "Good." She says, what? So the front does. Oh, you get enough exercise going up and down those stairs. Apparently, there's like 3 stairs that go up the front or something like that. I have no idea
Yeah.
if. Oh, are there? And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's something. And she says that you park out front. Oh, they used to have a thing on the side. She says that, but not anymore. That took it away. I don't understand that. So what? What? Tiny town. So is like the nearest town to you like 400 people? Like, is it tiny?
It's tiny. Yeah, like
Tiny.
three red light town. Three red light
Yes,
town.
this is what she says. I said, so where is she at in Tennessee? What's going on? Is she next to Knoxville or something? She goes, no, no, no. She goes, people know her at the store. She goes and gets stuff. She says it's a tiny town, probably less than 400 people. And I go, oh, okay. She says it's
Yeah.
good, it's good. Uh, Crime's gone up. I don't know what that is. Maybe we just have to, not on
Yeah.
your property, but maybe it goes with like the meth people. That's a whole thing.
That
She
yeah, that's the
says,
whole thing.
she's like, but it won't. What? It won't bother us. Oh, we have like an old car still. Wait, what? Did we have one of their old cars? I don't feel like we do.
Well, we did. Because when my granddaddy,
Oh.
when he went to the nursing home, we kept his truck, which was like a 1992 Chevrolet.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think we all ended up driving it, like me and the
Yes.
cousins, like we drove it. And like, say, if there
Yeah.
was something wrong with my car, like I would drive his truck. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
Mm-hmm.
we took her back and forth to the nursing home in his truck. And so, of course,
And then
we all
y'all
don't,
sold it.
yeah, because I think the
Yeah.
youngest cousin, and there's 15 years between me and him, he was the last one that
Wow.
had. He was the last one. So yeah, we kept it for a very long time because it was a good truck. It didn't have any miles on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, she just talks. She goes like this. She says your car, but then she talks about having this older truck or older vehicle that they
Right,
use
right.
now. So that truck is still there, apparently in our mind. She says that what? Quilts, blankets, have at 'em. So you're using her quilts and blankets
Yeah,
still?
but yeah,
Yeah,
still.
yeah, good. She says, "Have at 'em." I go, okay. She says, have at 'em. 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 I go, okay. She says, what? Quilts, blankets, have at 'em. So you're using her quilts and blankets still? Yeah, yeah, good. She says, have at 'em. I go, okay. She says, what? She says replace. What does that mean? Did you replace your dresser?
No, but I still have hers.
Her dresser.
I have hers.
Oh.
I still have
Okay.
hers. And there is
Okay.
what would have been one of her great grandchildren that has her name. And I am thinking about giving their bedroom set that they probably bought when they were first
Yes.
married
Yeah.
to the great granddaughter that is her
Oh.
namesake. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Do it.
about doing. That's what I'm
Do it.
thinking.
Yeah.
Because we've tried to be very conscientious about the quilts and the blankets and the keepsakes
Yeah.
and the heirlooms and things like that, about passing them on to the other
Yeah.
grandchildren for the what would have been her great
Yeah.
grandchildren. So
Yes.
we've tried to
Yes.
be very mindful of that.
Good. 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 Yeah. She's just talking about. She shows me the bed. She shows me a dresser, and she says she's gonna get a new dresser or replace my dresser. So that means you're
Right.
gonna be giving it over there. So that'll be good. She says that one. Oh, is the shower really small? Do you have to like bend back to like wash your hair?
It's a little, well, yeah, a little bit.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Are you like 5'8" maybe or 5'9"? How tall are you?
No, I'm like just like 5'4".
So you're little. You're even. So this is a tiny thing. Okay, I'm 6 feet tall, and she has you in the shower in my head and going like this, and I'm like, well, what are we doing? Is it because it's short? Okay, okay. She says that what? Something about the toilet. We're gonna leave that there. She says that what? Whoa, what? Maybe the toilet moves. I don't know. We'll have
Well,
to.
before we redid the bathroom, the from when they were here, it was
Yeah.
so tiny. Like basically, when you
Yes.
went in the door, like you basically had to turn around and sit down before you
Yes.
shut the door. And so that's why, like now the bathroom is very big compared to what it
Good.
was, but it was very
Good.
compact before.
So it was
Very
tiny.
yeah, it was tiny before.
Okay. Yeah, they do. They
Yeah,
like it. They like it now. She says that. Ooh, you'd hear what? Something out there into the kitchen. But there's not another door in the kitchen, correct? There's only like the one going in here. There's not one to the outside, right?
no, there is one going to
There
the outside,
is.
but when we moved up here, there were now there's two doors going to the outside, which one is in the living room, one is in the kitchen. When we moved up here, there were four. There were four,
Oh.
so we took two away. So see, that went with, oh, we've had a baby, we're going to move, the living room. That's what they would always do, and that's why there were so
Yeah.
many. Because yeah,
That's why there's so many.
four outside doors. That was a lot. It was a lot.
That's a safety hazard too. Yeah, she's talking about
Yeah,
your grandmother and like this other lady, I think going in with mom, and then the grandfather. I go, well, what do y'all do? And she goes, oh, I walk in and out from that kitchen door in.
yeah.
And so you could hear them walk. So they're here, they're making coffee, they're hanging out with you, they're not leaving you. This has ended up being a session of the spooky ghost house, and I'm here for it. I would live in there in a hot second. She's talking about little treats. She's talking about putting out almost like if I had Hershey Kisses, which is very interesting. She's talking
Right.
about little bits of chocolate. She's saying that she likes her sweets. What? What? She makes bread. I'm here for it. She says, what? What? She's talking about. Hold on. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. She's talking about having a shake. That doesn't make any sense. There's no shakes around here. Um. Yeah, I don't know. She's trying to show me. Hold on. Hold on. Interesting. She just said Stouffer's lasagna. I have no idea why. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm here for it. So they are here. They're having a good time. They love you, including your ex. You have all these and they know about everything. Do you have any
Well,
questions for me?
that's so funny though.
Yeah.
No, really, I was just kind of curious if I was ever going to get another husband.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Do you want to hear what the ex said? If she doesn't get up and go make it happen, it's never gonna happen. I was
That's
like, well,
kind of
that's
what
kind of
I.
a
That's kind of what I
yeah,
thought.
yeah. That's what
I
he
have
said.
to.
I was
I have to
like,
get out of the house. I'm sure.
uh huh. That's what he says. He says, what? Oh my god, he says something dirty. He says unless you find them online, then all they have to do is like play with their pickle. Like that's it. And I was like, what does this mean? Like he's talking about how it never has to happen. I think maybe you're interested in somebody down the line, but I don't necessarily think you get married.
See, I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm
Yeah.
okay with not being the married part, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you get interested. I think you talk. I think you end up having a partner. But it doesn't feel like it almost feels like you guys are good with just hanging out. But I would have to say that happens you start talking about that in about 2 years.
Okay.
So yeah, so get it together, hang out.
Okay.
I mean, hang out with your family. Oh my God, but if you need me or anything, you just email me, okay?
I sure will. I've enjoyed you so much.
I've enjoyed you.
Good.
You are a pleasure and your house is a pleasure and your people are and just tell them all thank you and that you love them. You got it?
I sure will. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
You're welcome, honey. I love you.
Thank you. Love you. Thank
Bye.
you.